but he ain't listen to me. But he ain't listen to me. But he ain't listen to me. I tried to talk to him. He ain't listen to me. But he ain't listen to me. But he ain't listen to me. But he ain't listen to me.
What up, though? It's your boy. Go on to see Spaceship Oasis Incredible. And we're back for another edition of In This Corner. Pro Wrestling with a Kick. This is our Raw recap for Cinco de Mayo. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling? Y'all been getting drunk today? I have not had a drink yet. I've been busy all doggone day, right? And then I cooked and watched wrestling. And Monday is just getting difficult for me because I'm getting my love for cooking back. So a lot of times I'm cooking while Raw is on. And while I love Raw hasn't just been so fantastic that it's been like must see. I'm interested because I'm interested, but I can hear what's going on more than I can see, and sometimes you need to see. Now, I will say this: I've seen a lot of people talk about the releases. I've seen a lot of people talk about what's going on as far as wrestlers getting fired. Listen, I am a wrestling fan. I get it. It sucks. There are some people that you want to see wrestle. But you also got people that's like not wrestling a lot that we want to see as well. And sometimes it gets too cluttered. They may hire, it's survival of the fittest. In any sport, people get cut. I was thinking the other day about it, like Saquon Barkley play with the Eagles now. Calvin Ridley, Michael Vick, Aaron Rodgers. There are so many players that we think, oh, they still got time, they still got longevity. Russell Wilson, right? LeBron James, Luka. People get released, get traded, go places. And some of these people are young enough to go get some more knowledge, get their name up, and come back. It's all about timing. Yes, I know some of our favorites like Dakota Kai. I like Dakota. I really like Cora Jade. Cora Jade was one of the ones. Braun didn't shock me. But we also don't know what happens with these people. Like sometimes these people be like, I don't want to be here no more. Can you release me? I want to go be with my family, whatever. So let's not get so caught up on the wrestling releases or whatnot. And let's just appreciate what we have. I don't know if J-Rock's logging in tonight. I didn't even talk to her today. Fix my necklace. Shout out to Shay. Shay fixed my necklace, but it still be messed up because I don't know how to sleep. Right. So shout out to everybody who's watching. So tonight, Monday Night Raw came from Omaha, Nebraska. I hope y'all being safe on Cinco de Mayo. Right? I'm gonna take a shot. I got some Stella Rosa right here. I ain't got no tequila. I'll take it by the end of the night. I ain't gonna take it right now. What up, Mary? What did you feel about Raw? I know Mary was a little nervous. Was there anybody else who was a little nervous that Jey Uso was gonna lose? I wasn't. I was happy they had the match. The match was outstanding. The match was something that Jey Uso needed. The match proved how great Seth Rollins is as a wrestler. Jey Uso has not had many great matches. And I was actually thinking about this earlier. His last two WrestleMania matches, they were okay. And I was wondering, has Jey Uso ever had a 5-star match? Yes. When it was him and his brother against Sammy and Kevin. But last year against Jimmy wasn't good. This year versus Gunther, I liked it, but a lot of people didn't. And I also wonder now, is Jey Uso going to become like what's the dude from Mortal Kombat, Shun Tzu, who takes everybody's finishers? He used the choke. He uses a spear. Is he going to start using the curve stump next? But I think he needed this match with Seth Rollins to prove that he is championship material. And it was a fantastic match. I didn't think they were going to give. Let me not lie. There was a little bit in me. Only because when Jay came out at the beginning of the show and called out Logan Paul Heyman come out. We didn't see Logan none tonight. I don't know if that's an injury, if he wasn't there at all. Like, that was very interesting because I thought Jay and Logan was going to fight at Backlash, but I don't think he's going to fight now. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling? Say hi. There's people in here watching. We talk wrestling. Hey, Mia. So let's go ahead. We're just going to recap tonight. They recapped last week and showed what happened to Sami Zayn. Then you see Iyo and Roxanne coming, Otis and Rusev. You have McAfee and Gunther face-to-face. We also had JD Madonna and Penta. And did we have another match with that? How many matches we have? I don't even remember how many matches we have. So Jey Uso starts the show. And, there's so many people who say, Jey Uso is not over. He get disliked, but he's still getting the pops. And he is still the biggest face. Well, I won't even say now because of Raw, you got Roman and CM Punk. But he's still one of the biggest faces. I think tonight, the end of tonight, helped him solidify himself. So he comes out. He calls for Logan, but gets Heyman. I said, oh, shit. The shit is about to hit the fan already, right? So Heyman discusses why he turned on Punk and why he turned on Roman Reigns. Hold on. Yes, sir. I love you. Sleep well. All right. One word. 4 letters. Yeet. We yeet over here, y'all. And he made sense. Paul Heyman made sense. Punk, you tried to put me in between me and the tribal chief. Reigns, when you came back for your Ulafala. You didn't come back because I got powerbombed through a table by Solo and Jacob and all them. You mushed me in my face. You punked me a bunch of times. I understand Paul Heyman. I think this was needed, though, because Paul Heyman can make the Rollins group, and I think that's also why they had this match. He helped make the Rollins group heels because Seth was still getting cheers. Braun and Heyman was still getting cheers. And so Heyman had to come out there against one of the most popular guys, the most popular guy that's regular on TV, Jey Uso. And he was able to explain why he did what he did. And he's really like, Jay, you should feel me. You left the bloodline too, cuz. Paul crashed out. What did Logan Paul do? I didn't even see it. What did he do? And Paul's like, screw you. I'm not the bad guy. I'm tired of being ran over. I'm tired of being punked. Y'all always want to blame me for being the bad guy. And I felt Paul. A lot of times people want me to be the bad guy. They want me to act like I'm the bad. Fuck you. I am not the bad guy. And Paul needed this promo. This was a promo that Paul Heyman really needed to do. He really needed to get this off. He really needed to solidify their group. And Jay asked, are you okay? And what does this have to do with me? And we knew where that was headed. And he said, Seth needs that title. Seth has to have that title. Oh, Paul Heyman crashed out. Okay, yeah. Paul Heyman crashed out tonight. Man, that was a great promo from Paul Heyman. It shows why he is possibly the greatest manager of all time. I'm still a Heenan person, but Paul Heyman is very close number 2. But Heyman tells Jay Seth has to have the title. Stage 1 was getting bronze. Stage 2 is Seth with the title. And it was all just a plan. It was all a plot. When they got back to the back, he said, the plan worked perfectly. And Seth said, I told you so. He knew because Heyman told Jay, Seth is the number 1 contender of the title. He beats Punk. He beat Reigns. And he'll beat you anytime, any place, any day. And of course, Jey said, tonight then, player. We can do this shit tonight. And so they set that up. Now, with the Braun, when Seth left and you had Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman there, I felt like Braun needs help. They need chemistry. They don't have chemistry yet. I noticed they don't have chemistry. I'm excited to see where it is in a year. I'm excited to see how their relationship is in a year. Because right now, Braun does not know the mannerisms. He don't know what to say. You can still tell he's green. He's still trying, right? So they just need to grow that chemistry. Then you have Penta versus JD. And JD comes out with Finn Balor and Carlito. No Dom. Interesting. And so during the match, it was a pretty good match. JD went down as a great wrestler. Just when they gets ejected by the ref, as they get ejected, Penta goes to the top rope. Chad Gable comes. Chad Gable comes and distracts Penta. Doesn't really help. Penta wins with a Mexican destroyer. And we find out later on, instead of Jey and Logan Paul, we're going to get Dom and Penta Saturday for the Intercontinental title. Penta has no chance. 5 confident points on Dom. Dom for president. Penta will not be. Chad Gable's going to distract Penta anyway. That's going to lead into a Penta-Chad Gable feud. But because I'm thinking now, Ray probably going to be out for a minute because they're putting all these people in place to fight Chad instead of LWO, surrogates, or anything like that. To have a Penta-Gable feud is going to be awesome. I like, and the thing I liked about that, and I said this, wrestling tropes suck. I like how wrestlers win in different ways. I like that Jey Uso won with a chokeout. I like that Penta won with a Mexican destroyer today, and he can win with another move. Phoenix does that as well. A lot of wrestlers, Gunther does that as well. A lot of wrestlers don't just put their finishing move on a wrestler. They are winning. Even we saw it tonight with Iyo. Iyo won with a roll-up. She doesn't have to do over moves all the time. If I was a wrestler and I knew, I would be like Samoa Joe. If I knew a wrestling move was coming, I'm moving out the way because I know what you're doing. I know when you're setting up Orton. I know what you're hitting the ring for, bro. You're not going to get me. What up, Telly? What up, Doug? Shout out to J Dub. What up, bro? So I like that. And so now Penta, after I thought he was just gonna feud with El Grande, but I can see El Grande or Chad Gable costing him the match at Backlash to lead into that feud. Then you have the A-Town Down Under segment. Waller gives Theory a match. Waller apologizes, and by this time he already knew who he was gonna face, right? And so it had me thinking, who is who? He got Theory. He said, Theory, I'm sorry. I was only thinking about myself. I'm gonna let you wrestle. And it's hard because they were talking about Theory joining Seth Rollins' group, but right now Theory is playing almost a face role in this tag team. They could still move him to the heel role and move him away from Grayson, but you can't have them two feud and Grayson be the face. Nobody likes Grayson Waller. I don't like Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller both of them, even if they break up, both of them got to stay a heel, right? And so I was thinking, who is he gonna fight? Because there's not many faces on Raw. Punk's not there. Rollins not there at this time. I'm thinking Sammy's not there. Plus, it had to be somebody big, somebody intimidating. Boom. Sheamus comes out. Good seeing Sheamus back. Sheamus, he wins. And he wins a good match. Austin Theory is a great wrestler. I think we forget that. Even when he was back at Evolve, he was a great wrestler. And they kind of snipped him, you know. But I don't think they've cut him off for sure. I think it's just gonna give him time, cultivate him. But I can see this next year. If not this next year, then he'll probably get cut. But within this next year, he needs to do something to stand out to let people know. And then we got the Diamond Penta Backlash, Judgment Day, and AJ Styles next week. Next Monday, we're going to get Finn Balor versus AJ Styles. Now, the rumor is, and I don't never go to verify these things, they have copyrighted Bullet Club Gold. And I'm wondering. I know we want Finn to be a heel. I think Finn needs to be a face, though. I think Finn. I mean, Dom could be a face, but I don't want AJ to be a heel. Unless you get Finn AJ and Karen Cross as a team. Ooh. I might like that. Dom. So when they have this Judgment Day segment with AJ said he's coming for the Intercontinental title. Dom wants Finn to take care of AJ. At first, Finn acts like he's not going to do it. He said, sure, I'll do it. Then you had New Day and Chad Gable. New Day wants American Made to take out the War Raiders for them. And as they're talking, Becky Lynch comes to the ring. These last 2 weeks, Becky Lynch and Lyra have been doing good with their feud. And we got to understand, it's been less than 3 weeks since WrestleMania. So they haven't had a lot of time to put these feuds together. They haven't had a lot of time, but this feud started at WrestleMania. So we're going to give it a second. But Becky tells Lyra that it's not her job to like anybody. It's her job to beat everybody. It's her job to be the greatest. Sports Illustrated called her the greatest. Variety calls her the greatest. Everybody calls her the greatest. And so Lyra started naming off all the stuff Becky did, and she was like, and you're the first Intercontinental. Oh. She said she's had more defenses than Becky's had matches this year. Oh. Lyra's getting up in Becky's ass, but Becky going to win. Because Lyra hit the Nightwing on Becky. Go Home Math says Becky's going to win. Sorry, Lyra, you've had the title long enough. I think they've changed the U.S. title. Now they're going to change the Intercontinental title. But I love what this feud is doing right now. This feud is what Tiffany and Charlotte wanted to be. It just wasn't. They weren't friends. You could tell Lyra and Becky have chemistry. They are friends. They are cool. Charlotte don't have chemistry with people. That's why her shit always feel awkward, because they don't know if she's real or she play. But Charlotte doesn't have, you can tell Charlotte don't, she might be nice. She may be cool. She may be helpful, but she's not building chemistry with the women that she's having these battles with and these promos with, because they're coming off awkward. They're coming off very catty, if you will. And Becky and Lyra talk better than Tiffany and Charlotte did. Their pull-apart brawls have been nice. I like the pull-apart brawls with the females. The females are having some nice brawls between Jade and Naomi, Tiffany and Charlotte, Lyra and Becky, the triple threat with Iyo, Bianca, and Rhea. The ladies are having some nice brawls that are getting you engaged into their matches. They are actually feeling like they don't like each other. And I like that. Then you had your Roxanne and Iyo match. And I wonder why is they still considering Roxanne as an NXT upstart. This was a great match. This was the first time I can recall that Iyo was the bigger wrestler. Io's usually the smaller wrestler, right? But she was the bigger wrestler here, but she still had her speed moves. She had some power moves. They had nice sequences. They had a reverse, and then Iyo rolls her up for the win. After the match, Roxanne and Iyo shake hands. The bow, points, gets out the ring. Io's there celebrating. Boom, Julia from behind. Then they put her in like the surfboard, and Roxanne gave her a kick. It didn't go off with the crowd good, but that motherfucker looked nice right there. And I like that they're keeping that up. Nobody was there to help Iyo, though. Rhea was in Australia, so Iyo got beat up. And, of course, with Dakota leaving, with Asuka and Kyrie both hurt, you know, we don't – there was nobody to help Iyo. So Julia and Roxanne got the one up on them. This match, this feud will continue, and I like it. It doesn't – and that's the thing I do like about WWE. I grew up in an era where you didn't get a lot of main event matches every week. You don't have to have any main event matches. You just have to keep the feuds going. And people be like, oh, they don't have enough time for feuds. You ain't got to feud. You ain't got to fight every week. But you don't have to be on the main card or the PLE every week. I like this feud simmering. I wonder where it's headed to. Is it headed to a return of Asuka? Is it headed to Iyo turning on them and joining Julia? Like, what's going to happen here? How is this going to go? Then you had your Otis versus Rusev. And Rusev did what he was supposed to do. He understood the assignment, put Otis in the accolade, made him tap out. Akira Tozawa gets in the ring, rips off his shirt like he wants Rusev right now. Dude, you an idiot. And Rusev didn't want no parts of Tozawa until he turned his back. Dummy. Come in there, Rex Tozawa powerbound him on Otis, and he beats the shit out of Otis. I wonder if Otis is hurt or if Otis is going away for a minute. Like, he beat him like he stole something, cuz. I was like, man, this is wild, right? And so after that, we had Adam Pearce call McAfee to the ring. Gunther comes to the ring. McAfee and Gunther is just having a face-off and talk. McAfee makes you've been waltering around. You're worse than when you were the waltering around stage, which everyone knows Gunther's name used to be Walter. So that's what that meant. McAfee says his version of Gunther is soft. He's lost to Jey Uso. He's lost to Sami Zayn. You soft now. And Gunther said, oh, you think I'm soft? I'm more focused than ever now. I'm going to hurt you. It's going to take God hand to get my arm from around your neck. And that's what needs to happen. Gunther needs to beat the brakes off McAfee. Gunther damn near needs to make McAfee bleed. And I don't know if this is going to lead to Goldberg coming back and fighting Gunther. And that'd be cool too. I think it's too soon unless they do, I guess they're going to do Crown Jewel or something. But I would definitely, I do see a Goldberg because they've been rumoring Goldberg versus Gunther for a while. So I'm thinking that's going to happen. And then finally we had the Seth and Jey match. And like I say, this match was awesome. And oh my God, they got, this helped get both of their characters over. Jey as the babyface, the fighting babyface champ, Seth as the heel. Because they're going to cheer Seth, but not against Jey Uso. They not. You got your This Is Awesome chance from the match. And then the match picked up. Seth, he missed a curb stomp. Jey hit him with a choke. Then he reversed, hit the spear. 2 count. Then Braun distracts while Seth pulls the ref while Jey is on the top rope. Braun distracts, superplex, Falcon Arrow, curb stomp, 2 count. Sami Zayn comes out now, right? His music played. He takes out Braun. Then I think he missed another curb stomp, and he gets another spear, go up Uso splash, 2 count. And at this point, Fat Boy was sitting. I was sitting in the dining room. Fat Boy was on the couch. Fat Boy turned around to me like, and I'm sitting here like, oh shit, what's gonna happen, right? And then CM Punk music plays. CM Punk comes out with a chair, throws it at Braun, kicks him, gets in the ring, calls it the DQ, no contest. And for me, I don't like no contest, but I knew Jey wasn't gonna lose. Seth can't lose. Now you got 4 people against Seth and Heyman and Braun. You got Zayn, Jey Uso, kind of, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns. There has to be another person coming with Seth Rollins and Braun. It has to be. Because the numbers are going to be too much for the heels, and usually the heels have to have the numbers. The heels have to have the numbers, right? So, I mean, but it was good. It was good. It was the ending, save the ending saved the show. And I'm very interested. I'm very interested to see what happens with Reigns. And I'm glad that they did not give Seth the title. I'm glad they didn't have JP and Seth. That may be a SummerSlam match. Maybe a Money in the Bank match. Seth's going to win that title from Jey Uso. Seth's going to win that title from Jey Uso. Versus LA. It was a good show. It was a good show. I would probably give this show, let me see what we had. We had Otis and Rusev, Roxanne and Iyo, Austin Theory and Sheamus, Penta and JD. We had 5 matches tonight. The show lasts about 2 hours and 40 minutes. Austin Theory, Sheamus was pretty good. Roxanne, Iyo was pretty good. Otis and Rusev, it was good seeing Rusev. Penta and JD was solid. Man, I'm going to give this show a 3.25 ships. Nothing phenomenal, but it was a good enough show to keep me engaged. And I like the development. I like the development of it. What's up, Simon Khan? Where you from? Shout out to you. So my not so permanent Backlash predictions because we're probably doing Thursday. Cena versus, well, I'm going to go Lyra and Becky. I'm going Becky. Nope. I'm going Dom. Let's go Dom versus Penta. I'm going Dom with 5 confidence points. Then Drew McIntyre, Jacob Fatu, Damian Priest, and LA Knight. I'm going Jacob with 4 confidence points. No. I'm giving them 3 confidence points. All these matches are pretty predictable now looking at them. McAfee versus Gunther. I'm giving that 4 confidence points with Gunther. Becky versus Lyra. I'm going Becky with 2 confidence points. And Cena versus Orton. I'm going Cena with 1 confidence point. And the show was okay-ish. I agree. All these matches seem predictable. The only one that may not be predictable Saturday is probably Becky versus Lyra because Bayley could interfere and cost Becky the match. But the go-home math says that Becky's going to win. I think Jacob's going to keep his title. I think Dom's going to keep his title. I think Gunther's going to choke McAfee out. And I think Cena's going to beat Orton because it's too soon. It's too soon for Cena to lose his title. It's too soon for Jacob to lose his title. Or Dom. They all won their titles at WrestleMania. They're not going to lose those titles so soon. Becky and Lyra. I would like Lyra to win because Lyra's already beat Becky once. And that's something she could put on her and say, I beat you again. I beat you again. Hey, my crystal. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm thinking Becky right now is going to win that. So let me know your thoughts. Hit me up. Subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Tell me your predictions, man. It's your boy. Spaceship Oasis, the Incredible. This has been In This Corner. Pro Wrestling with a Kick. This is my Raw recap, man. So I'm out this thing, man. I'm finna get up out of here. As always, peace.
But he ain't listen to me. But he ain't listen to me. But he ain't listen to me. I tried to talk to him. He ain't listen to me. But he ain't listen to me. But he ain't listen to me. But he ain't listen to me. Try.